I'm Bron Daler from Mastodon. You're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News concert review of Slayer, Anthrax, and Death Angel. Yes, those three bands on the same bill. They all come from the old school of thrash metal, and just an amazing show. It was nice to see all these bands play as I followed these guys through all of their early careers as well. So it was a really amazing show, and it started up with Death Angel, and they came out and they played the opening to the Ultraviolence, and just a little tease of that, and then they broke into Evil Priest. They played, I don't have their full set list from memory. They played Thrown to the Wolves, Claws So Deep. They played a track, the last song off their new album. I think it was the opening track off their newest album, which is an amazing album. So pick up the new Death Angel, The Evil Divide. Could be one of the best albums this year. They're so great. They are just one of the classic thrash metal bands of all time. Every album, every song, they just put out just great stuff, and they are so amazing live. Just love Death Angel. Then Anthrax came on after that, and I think the highlight of the show for me, I don't know why, but they opened up with A.I.R, and I love to hear, I think Spreading the Disease was probably my favorite Anthrax album. I just love that album because it's kind of when I sort of got introduced to them, and when they played A.I.R off that was just so cool to hear live. And they played Monster at the end, Caught in a Mosh, Got the Time, Fight 'Em Till You Can't, Evil Twin, Antisocial, Breathing Lightning, and Indians. Of course, Indians was probably the craziest song crowd-wise, and same with Caught in a Mosh. I really like Breathing Lightning. That's off their newest album, and it's a great track, but they're just, you know what? These guys are just still cruising along, man. These guys have not missed a beat. Anthrax are just as good as they were back in the day, I think. And their live concert, they're just all over the place. Just amazing show. I just love to see that. And then Slayer came on, and the almighty Slayer, geez, this has got to be at least the 10th time I've probably seen Slayer live, but every single time, right? You just can't get tired of these tracks. They opened up with Repentless, The Antichrist, Disciple, Postmortem, love that, Hate Worldwide, which was amazing, War Ensemble, which is one of their staples, and it's just crazy live. They played When the Stillness Comes, You Against You, Mandatory Suicide off the album South of Heaven, which is one of my favorite Slayer albums. I love South of Heaven, so I love hearing anything off of that. Fight Till Death, Dead Skin Mask, Chemical Warfare, Pride in Prejudice, Vices, Seasons in the Abyss, Hell Awaits, South of Heaven, Raining Blood, Black Magic, and Angel of Death. And it was so great. We were right in front of Gary Holt, and it was just an amazing show, and Tom Araya's voice was right on, and they just played everything great. Their stage had a whole bunch of glow-in-the-dark paint, and that when they turned all the lights off, you could see everything glowing. And they're just Paul Bostaph was on drums, and he played a great show, just a killer show, and love those three bands. So if they're hitting your town, go check them out. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.